The Supreme Court of India just issued a ruling that changes the career path for every law graduate aspiring to the bench. Looking at this summary of the August 21, 2026 judgment, the primary change is at the top. The practice requirement to sit for the judicial exam has been reduced from 3 years to 1. That single year of practice is the first stage in a mandatory 3-part sequence. Once selected, candidates enter a strict 2-year pipeline. 1 year of intensive train at a state judicial academy, followed by a 1-year structured clerkship. Despite these timeline reductions, the court maintained a core requirement. It explicitly declined to review the principle itself, holding that exposure to the legal profession remains a necessary prerequisite for joining the judiciary. This decision came from a majority bench, including Chief Justice Surya Kant and Justice August George Massey. Notably, the bench also heard Justice K. Vinod Chandran, who authored the May 2025 judgment that originally restored the 3-year practice rule. Because of this ruling, understanding these specific timelines is now the first requirement for any law graduate intending to enter the judicial service. The court has established 2 different sets of rules depending on when a recruitment starts. If a notification is issued within this transition window, between May 20, 2025 and March 31, 2027, the practice requirement is waived. You can sit the exam with no prior experience. For notifications issued on or after April 1, 2027, the rules shift. Here, you must prove 1 year of active practice, which will be verified against recorded court appearances under a specific mechanism. In either regime, successful candidates are designated as trainee judicial officers. Your first 12 months are spent in intensive training at a state judicial academy before you are permitted to handle any independent judicial work. Following the academy year, you move into a structured clerkship. This is divided into 2 6-month segments, the first under the supervision of the district judiciary and the second under a sitting high court judge. Your graduation date does not determine which rules apply to you. The only date that matters is the one printed on the recruitment notification. There is a significant financial condition during this period. As a trainee, you receive only 50% of the gross remuneration of a judicial magistrate first class. This half-pay rate is not limited to the academy year. It continues through the entire 24-month duration of both your training and your clerkship. To test this, imagine a recruitment notification issued in January 2026. Do you need a practice certificate, and what is the pay rate? Since January 2026 is in the transition window, no certificate is needed, but the 50% pay rate still applies for the full 2 years of training. While the barrier to entry has temporarily dropped for some, the financial commitment required to reach a regular post has increased. Moving from trainee status to a regular post is not an automatic result of time served. It depends on a reasoned evaluation report from your supervising high court judge. You are appointed to a regular post with full pay only if that report finds your progress satisfactory. The majority bench noted that the sudden 2025 rule change caused hardship for law graduates. This new system acts as a transition to ease that impact while maintaining professional standards. Not all judges agreed. Justice K. Vinod Chandran dissented, stating the original May 2025 judgment requiring 3 years of practice should remain unchanged. Here are the final 4 takeaways. First, check the exam notification date. Second, expect to join as a trainee judicial officer. Third, plan for 2 years of training on half pay. Fourth, if practicing now, record every appearance to qualify for a certificate later. You now have a complete understanding of the August 21, 2026 judgment. These are the specific requirements you must meet to reach the bench.